As you can see, some autographs can make you a lot of money, like Jada Pinkett Smith. Her autograph
Angel. What's name out your mouth? I'm going to, okay?
Well, that got real on the Oscars, didn't it? Well, let me show you something else that got real. I went to different stores. I went to 2 Goodwills and plus 1 Deseret. Now, one of the Goodwills and one of the Deseret were actually 130 miles away from me. So they have a whole different type of stock inventory, a whole lot going on there. And I wanted to share that with you today. So at the Goodwill and Deseret that are really far away from me, 130 miles to be exact, I picked up a bunch of different stuff that I normally wouldn't. Why? Because it didn't have the typical stuff that I normally pick up. So if you're in an area that doesn't have, let's say electronics, you still have to look for the bargains. You still have to look for the stuff that you're going to be able to flip for money. So the first thing that I found down there was this pair of, they're actually motorcycle boots. And these are actually for a women size 8. And they look like they're pretty well beat up because they've been used, but we'll be able to clean them up. And those we paid, where's the price tag? $6 for them. And these will sell for about $40 on eBay. And then we got over here, let's pull out this one first. This one here is a Michael Jordan shirt, long sleeve. And it's got the little, obviously the emblem there. Over on the side it says Jordan on the sleeve itself. And this one we picked up for $5, and we should be able to sell this for, I'd guess, $20 to $25 for this nice shirt. The next item is Harley Davidson. If you see Harley Davidson, sometimes it could be really good. Here's another long sleeve. This one is from, what is it, Cancun, Mexico. And it's a pretty smooth looking shirt. I only paid $4 for it, and I imagine I'll probably end up getting $20 for this as well. And then we have in the bag of tricks, we have, well, another pair of motorcycle boots. Yes. Now these ones are a little bit better because these are Alpine Stars and they appear to be in pretty good shape. I paid, I think they're 10 bucks. I think the price tag is actually on the bottom of these. Let's see. Yeah, $10. And these I should be able to flip for about $70 to $75 for those leather boots there. They're a, what is it, Euro size 44 Alpine Stars. So if you see motorcycle boots, I highly suggest you comp them out. A lot of them could be worth some money, especially if they're Alpine Stars. That's a really good brand of motorcycle equipment. Then we have, well, Crocs. These are just a plain Jane Croc, but hey, they are only $4. We could easily flip those for 4 times our money. We'll be able to get $16, maybe $20 out of those. And then we got another pair of, well, hey, they're not motorcycle boots, but they're kind of like boots. They're Keen. Look at that, Keen. Now these things are only $6. And I imagine we'll probably end up getting $20 to $25 for those. They look pretty clean, don't have too much wear to them, so I think we'll be able to get $20 to $25. And then we have, I don't know, are these called like sandals? We're gonna call them sandals, but they are Keen as well. I wonder if they went with this, because look, those boots are yellow, and well, these are yellow, so kind of have the same look to them. $4. The size is different, so it's definitely not going to be the same owner of both pairs. But hey, these will be able to get 20 bucks for $4 to 20 bucks. Gotta like that. And then the last item that we got, well, more shoes. Now these ones are the Zoom Nike shoes. Kind of have a cool little pattern to them. I don't know if you call that like a camouflage type pattern to them, but they look to be in pretty good shape. And guess what? They're only $4 as well. So we're gonna be able to turn that $4 into a healthy $40. So all in all, these are the items that I found over at the Goodwill that was, well, kind of far from me, but they didn't have what I normally go for, which is, well, looking at the shelves there, you can see I love electronics, but they did not have electronics there. And I did not want to make it a trip that was non-worthwhile. So I ended up picking up what I could as far as shoes and clothing, because that's really all they had. Their shelves were bare. I would have brought my camera into the stores. The first store I went into was the Goodwill, and it was a bust. I mean, they didn't have shoes, clothing, or anything. This stuff actually came from Deseret Industries. We call it DI, but that's where I found all this stuff. So now let me show you what I found at my local Goodwill here. First thing up, you've probably seen this a few times before. This is probably my fourth Fresh Air picking up. I paid $9.49 for it. These are really good sellers. They sell from anywhere between $100 to $150. If you have the remote and all that, they'll sell for a lot more money. But you know what? I'm gonna I'll go the low side. We'll call it 80 bucks. Simple 80 bucks for that unit. Provided it works. I do have to test it and all that, but I'm sure it's gonna be fine. And then we got this Backgammon set. This is the giant Backgammon set. Now I paid $5.49 for it. I'm sure I'll be able to sell that for $25. It's complete. It even has the instructions in there. So nice leather case to it. I thought it was a good little pickup. Sometimes I like to pick up Backgammon just to part them out, but hey, this one has everything in there. So I think that's going to be a good little flip. Then we have, well, this is a fuse block for a car audio. I paid $6.49 for it. These, well, they go used for like $20. I'm thinking that because mine's new, I'm going to shoot for $30. So we're going to turn $6.49 into $30. And then they had this also little monster cable, S-Video, 13 feet. It was only $1.49. But yeah, these go for anywhere from $15 to $20. So hey, a buck into 15 to 20 bucks. That's going to be a nice flip. And then we have a Sanyo cassette player. I gotta test it, make sure it works. I did pay $5.49, but these go for $30 online. If you ever find these little cassettes that are Sanyo or Sony, I suggest picking them up. I've made a lot of money off these little guys. The sports ones do really well. So if it's got like a mixture of yellow, black, gray to it, those ones seemingly are pretty good. So there's all different styles out there, but yeah, check them out. If they work, hey, you're gonna be in the money. Then we got, well, this is they call it the Series 2 sound responsive massager. I know nothing about it, but hey, I figured at $6.49. There were none listed, and there was 2 sold. One sold for $100. I think the other one sold for $50. So, you know what? Theirs were new. I think this one might be used. I don't know. I have to pull it out, take a look at it. But hey, I'll probably put it on there for $50. So $6 to make a $50 bill. It's pretty sweet. First time I've ever seen that. Thought it was kind of interesting. And then we got a Panasonic VHS. I only paid $6.49 for it. We'll test it, make sure it works all right. If it does, hey, we'll be able to get $40 for that Panasonic right there. And then the last time I got from my local Goodwill, it was $19.49. Well, it's a Denon Receiver. Now, Denon is a really good make and model. I had one before. I don't know if you've seen in my last videos. I picked one up for $50. It wasn't this model. It was a higher line model. But I paid $50 for it. Sold it for like $320, and well, it got damaged. So yeah, I'm still waiting to see if FedEx is gonna, pay me back on that or not. I don't know. You can check out my last video in regards to that. But hey, if you've had an item and you've shipped it out and it's been damaged, put it down in the comments. I'd like to hear about that. But this one here, paid $19.49. I'll end up selling that one for $80. So that's a good flip. I always like to make 4 times my money when I'm flipping things, and that one will definitely get me 4 times my money. Okay, let's talk about all the great things that sold for today. Now, I already boxed up 2 items from this morning, so those are out. I'm going to show you the ones that we have sold as of since this morning. Now, it's not a lot, but it's a little, and a little does well. So let's start off with the first item right here, which is the Carolinas Panthers Julius Peppers number 90. It sold for $47.49, and we picked this up originally. I believe we paid $8 for the jersey. It's in this little bag right here. So turning $8 into $47, well, hey, that's pretty fantastic. All right, so the next item is a garage door opener. It's made by, well, Mighty Mule. I don't think I've ever heard of a Mighty Mule before, but that's what a Mighty Mule is. And we picked this up for $2, and we turned that $2 into $28.45. Now there's free shipping on that Mighty Mule over there, so that's going to end up probably costing, I would say, close to $5 to ship off that little guy. But hey, in the end, it's going to be a nice little profit. And then right next to it, I don't know if you could tell, but it's How to Train Your Dragon Toothless Night Fury. Well, let's check out the little Night Furies. I don't know if you can see them in the little baggie over here, but there's 3 of them. There's one down here on the bottom. There's one little guy who's just staring at you. And then there's the other one who's right here looking at you as well. So there's 3 of them total. We picked these up for, I believe it was $3, and we sold them for $14.24 with $9.95 for the shipping on those little dragons. So all in all, it was so far it's been a really slow day. Now we had the 2 sales this morning, plus these 3, so that makes 5 sales. I'm hoping by the time 8 o'clock comes around, we'll have 3 more sales because, hey, we like to have at least 7 sales. Right now that we got 5, if we get 3 more, that'll make 8. But at a minimum, I gotta have 2 more sales. So that's the video for today. I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff packed up, and I hope to see you on the next video.